2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Welcome to Minnesota, the home court advantage for the Timberwolves here at the Target Center. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Last season for the Timberwolves, it was a struggle most of the season. Young teams tend to do that, but they didn't have, unfortunately, Greg, much luck at home.
You know, they basically limped their way to a league-worst 9-32 record at home. Part of taking your lumps as a young team. Let's see how they respond this season.
Levine can't hit. And Durant, here we go.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Rubio, and the layup is good. Rubio's got his first bucket in this one. It's Westbrook with the drive. Here's Ibaka. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
And there's the 3-second violation. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Westbrook drives in. And the rejection by Jang. Wiggins, right side. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Dang. And he goes in for the dunk.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Wiggins drives in. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Waiters comes in for Roberson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Now here's Jang after Enes Kanter's miss. Back to Jang. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Oklahoma City moving it around. They get it again. Waiters. Outside Durant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Thunder trailing by 7. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jang. Adrian Payne comes in for Towns. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Muhammad in for Levine. From deep, Morrow. Shot's good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Rubio the pass to Prince. The feed to Payne. High post shot. And that one comes up a bit short. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 5. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Timberwolves?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Payne out there with Pekovic. And it's Prince in the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. It might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
To the paint. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Singler.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for the Timberwolves. Zach LaVine comes in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Oklahoma City, Waiters comes in for Kyle Singler. And it's Andre Robertson in for Anthony Morrow. Thunder trailing by 6. Outside Westbrook. Here's Adams, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
LaVine kicks to Muhammad. Here's LaVine. He's covered by Westbrook. He dishes it to Robertson. Here's Waiters. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Deflects the pass. Shot clock at 5. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Some changes for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Towns comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Wiggins is subbed in for Tayshaun Prince. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Durant's checked in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Durant dishes to Robertson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Thunder. The Thunder have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts.
Oh!
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
On the wing, Wiggins. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, that's his 2nd foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Al Singler, he's checked in for Waiters. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Roberson. The Thunder have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he knocks down the first one. 2 shots. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Rubio, the best to Dang. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Here's Muhammad. And the rejection by Ibaka. And it's Wiggins missing.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Rubio. Towns kicks to Muhammad. Fires the 3. Rubio missing again. Left side Durant. That will count. No good on the buzzer beater.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Here we go now, the start of the 3rd quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Thunder. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5.
Kevin Durant.
And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and, you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
The Thunder leading by 3. To the left side wing. Roberson dishes to Adams. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Waiters, he's checked in for Durant. Payne, he's checked in for Minnesota. Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Got a hand on it. Dishes it to Roberson. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 5. No good. Westbrook with the nice D there. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder. And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Well, for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually, they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it. You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Well, last season, the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win. And there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Clearly, it was a disappointing year for the Thunder last season, guys, but they still were very good in the Northwest Division. They finished second behind the Blazers and won 10 of their 16 in-division games.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garnett's checked in.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
last season for the Thunder, Greg, the first time since 2010 that they did not win the Northwest.
Yeah, and Kevin, if healthy, you have to think that it's still the Thunder's division to lose going forward. The division only sent one team to the playoffs in a down year for OKC, and it's probably the most wide open division in the West.
Timberwolves trailed by 11. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. LaVine can't hit.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Foy, the pass to Adams. Fast break, Minnesota. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Minnesota. Andrew Wiggins comes in for LaVine. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Durant's checked in. And Voigt kicks to Cantor. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. For Oklahoma City, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Singler. 46 seconds left to play here in the third. Wiggins with it, guarded now by Durant. And they call over the back here, too much contact.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. And he's good on the second. Timberwolves trail by 12. And it's Rubio penetrating. And the rejection by Ibaka.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also the effort in general that's made a difference.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up. And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Timberwolves trail by 12. Youngsters Anthony Towns and Zhang are in the post. LaVine is out there with Wiggins, and it's Prince in the 3 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And then Durant with the jam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Timberwolves shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Good. And that's now 17 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Westbrook missing again.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And they'll keep possession. Towns dishes to Levine. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. Levine's got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Ricky Rubio.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Here's Dang, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for him, quite honestly, but
Jam! I mean, just beautiful. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Towns. And it's blocked by Ibaka. They recover it. Passes it to Levine. Towns kicks to Levine. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And then Durant with the jam.
Such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. To the wing on the left. There's Levine. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
It's on Kevin Durant. And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots at the line missing. 1 to go.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Yeah, they needed those points badly. A good job to get to the line, but it doesn't mean anything if you can't convert.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
On the wing, Wiggins. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Rubio. This one for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 9 points here for Ricky Rubio. And Adams with the slam.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
Assistant.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just match.
That was incredible.
The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly, you're right, and caught the defense totally off guard.
And guys, how about his coach? Looked like his heart was in his throat there for a second. Now, though, he's able to smile, more of a smile of relief. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Thunder.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
No surprise here, just a big-time performance for Westbrook. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Zhang kicks to Levine. But they get it back. Towns, the pass to Rubio. From deep 3-point range, Levine can't hit. And Durant, here we go. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assist from
And the Thunder lead by 17.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was